I almost didn't use my iPad because I was like, I don't need it, but I do need it. Because we gotta talk, okay? So, yeah. I just want to say, how come y'all didn't tell me Auntie Faith was being sued by the Biggie estate? Like, what? Bay Squad. Why y'all didn't tell me that tea? Now that's messy. I'm trying to see if something will come out of it. That's some tea I want to see. Because I'm like, child, what? What? Come again? Okay. So it does show we're live. I'm going to put this in the Bay Squad chat. I told y'all as long as the girls keep acting up online, we're going to talk about it. I went and saw Superman today. I thought it was really cute. I like Superman. I was here for it, honey. I was here for that. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, Couture Bays. It's your girl, Brad, going live with the Bree Talk NBA Squad. We got to talk, honey. We gotta talk. 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 Okay. So, before we get started, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not fakes. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. Sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my favorite vegan water, and let's get into the mess, shall we? Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So y'all already know how to do it. Like double tap the screen or hit those three dots right there, hit those three dots right there and put us in the algorithm. Listen, I am so excited, y'all. Tell me why I ordered something for my dad and they returned it because my address is different from the shipping address. And I was like, do not play with me. Do not play with me. But yeah, it's freezing. Oh, listen, y'all, if y'all get the like sub, it stops the hating holes in the back from flagging the video because I've been talking about Nicki Minaj. Y'all already know how it is, you know. And I'm happy we're talking about that because outside of my dad's gift, it finally got there. I got him something for his birthday. His birthday. He's a Cancer. So happy birthday to all the Cancers. I sent my sister money. My dad doesn't have any of the apps where you can just send the money and he can buy what he want to buy, but that's cool because I don't believe in giving men money. I just don't. But can we talk about the unhingedness? Hence why I'm telling y'all to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Hey Cause hey IE Network, hey Hollywood, yes, hey Hev, hey Bobby Ruffin, hey Barry, hey Be Real, what's going on? The reason I'm telling y'all to thumbs up the video because y'all know the stands are cuckoo and la cabeza. Like, child, you can't say anything. You can't say I disagree. I'm not feeling it. Uh, Nothing because the girls like to fight. They like to swing and bang. Some of them are super delusional. Somebody came for Coffee City, just threatening her, and I'm like, are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? And I've told y'all before, like, the girls be threatening us. And when I say the girls, I'm talking about the boys too. Over a Cardi B or a Nicki Minaj. But it's really unhinged with the barbs. And it's always gay men. It's never a straight woman. It's always a gay male. And you know who does the most terrorizing? It is either a black, Asian, or white gay male at that. Those be the top three demographics. Every now and again, A black woman might get on here and do a little too much, but that's what Bel Kanana with Cardi B. When it comes to us giving an opinion about anything, all of a sudden we get called out our name, and then we're told we don't like black women. No, you don't like black women, because if you like black women, you would be able to hold an articulate conversation and actually explain why you don't agree with the content. Y'all be taking it to the pits of hell and then expect people to just be like, yeah, I like this artist. No, the fans, the stands are what drives why people don't like certain artists. And I did a whole video on that a while ago, and it didn't get a lot of reviews, a lot of views, but and it was on the pros and cons of having stands, and the cons will always outweigh the pros, because y'all are not streaming Nicki's music. Nicki's music didn't hit #1 on the Billboard. It's Friday. Y'all like the drama, y'all like the mess. So when I say what I'm gonna say about Nicki Minaj, it is what it is. Let's get into it. So Nicki did a couple posts and delete. When I say she did a couple posts and delete, it is crazy. Hold on one second. So, right, people out here tripping for real. They are. And we live in a time where we cannot take the threats lightly. Did y'all not see what happened in Vegas? Anybody threatening my life, baby, restraining order, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to protect myself. Threatening me online is crazy. Like, are you okay? Do you want to be fired? Doing terroristic threats? Maybe y'all should know the laws of the land. And a lot of you don't know the laws. Y'all are claiming y'all so educated and so smart. I can't tell. And it's always someone who's ugly. That's what I noticed. It's always somebody who's ugly who's doing the absolute most. It's one thing I don't agree, and here's why. It's another thing when y'all are calling us out our names, calling us everything but a child of God, and then talking about some nobody cares about the black woman. Last time I checked, I was black. So, Coffee City girl, keep your head up. I just feel like the girls are mad. And I told her to unblock all the haters. So that way the haters are going to push you into the next algorithm. Don't block them, use them, fuel them, so that way you can run into the bank. Okay, you laughing in the bank. Like, I don't take none of this serious. I do my content and I go home. Well, you know the stan culture is not right. Shamari, you ain't lying. Most of the time, it's a black male, Mexican male, Asian male. Okay, hello. Go seek help. Mental health is vital. Child, baby. Y'all know my favorite one is Go Touch Grass. But let's get into Nicki Minaj, honey. Let's get into Nicki Minaj. And I love how she's weaponizing you guys to get her money she won't sue for. We got to talk about this. I want to talk about the girls and their deals. So let's do the girls and their deals first. So Saweetie has announced that she's releasing new music. Saweetie looks the fuck good. She looks amazing. Body T, the goddess of rap, is back. I love pretty bitch music. I really do. Because it's fun. When she was singing 8 figures, that's my type. That's my type. That's my type. 8-inch bit. Oh, that's. Mm, mm, mm. I will never forgive y'all for saying that Saweetie doesn't make good music. And what have y'all been doing ever since? Complaining online and fighting with other fandoms. Saweetie, get back into your bop bag, because baby, when you was doing the bops with the nails, with the makeup, just I love it. And she is a brand deal queen. She is the queen of getting the brand deals, okay? From the makeup to the hair to the college courses to the coutures to the low-end fashion. She is in everything. That's why Saweetie can go out here and just frolic at the pool and take bikini pics, because she's happy. See what happens when you're making money? See what happens when you're making money? See what happens when your stomach's not touching your back, your bills is paid on time, somebody else is paying the bills. You can go out here and make fun music. She's out here posted up with Paris Hilton, a billionaire heiress. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's what you're supposed to be doing. It's the summertime. In the summer, you're supposed to just be jet setting, unless you're on tour, you know, eating the eating the things, doing a little Pilates, doing a little, muscular strength and endurance, cardio, doing Body by Tony, wearing the things, laughing, joking, just frolicking. The girls is getting proposed to well-to-do men. I just saw Coco Jones getting proposed to. Congratulations to her. Yes. Being with men who, on paper, are their equals, are better. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Jet setting, changing the different area codes. There's a lot going on in America. Travel to where it's a little peaceful somewhere else. Yeah. You got JT, who's still out here doing her music, never giving up, got a Mac deal. Yes. Come on, dark skinned black woman, represent for Mac. I love Mac. A lot of people don't like Mac. I don't use their foundation, but I do like their lippies. I like their gloss. I like their lashes. I do. I do. I can't lie about that. They have things in there I like. So get to the brand deals. Is JT doing a whole bunch of something? No. She's living her best life. Living her best life. Enjoying the fruits of her labor. That's what I like to see. I just seen Glorilla got an Adidas deal. Yeah, Glow Stumper out in some shell toes. Baby, that is the biggest. Come on. Come on, brand deals. Come on. I don't care if she just got lip gloss. Y'all are acting so wet. The girls is out here getting paid. That's what we're referencing. Having a good time. Megan Thee Stallion got bikinis, liquor, anime, TV shows. Where are the things? You see how the girls is booked and busy? You see Carisha got Risha Roulette. She got the drinking games. She got the joggers. She has a pod. She has the things. She has a charity. She do it every big holiday. Carisha gives. How do I know that? Because I seen it. You see that? You see Cardi B over there in the couture fashions. Getting paid to wear couture. Y'all think she went over there for free? No. Y'all said she's going broke too. You see she's going to work. You see Cardi's going to work. She's in couture. She's out in the things. They're eating it up in Paris. I'm internationally. It has hit the news everywhere. They are loving it. You see? Dolce, British Vogue. Wearing the things. The girls is at the festivals. They're performing their songs. Whether you think they're flops or not, they're performing their songs. Doja Cat and the Coutures being the face of, getting the brand deals. The girls are securing the bag. They're doing from headphones to regular soap commercials. I'm not acting like it's some little money, but getting your face out there, having fun. Hey, can you come just say our name right here to get the bag? Okay. I don't even know anybody who wears Adidas, but I thought they was cute when I seen Glorilla out there stomping. I said I might have to look at that. Oh no! Oh no! The girls is everywhere. Megan Thee Stallion, Coach. I wear Coach. Coach is good quality. I've had this for 20 years. I've had this for 20 years. 20. This is good quality, baby. Good quality. Good quality leather. Smells like money. Get in your bag and not in your feelings. The best way to get your revenge is to get in your bag. And the reason I said all that is because as we see all these other rap girls, female rap girls out here booked and busy in our peripheral, because if you're out of sight, out of mind, I'm a true believer in that. Out of sight, out of mind. You know, especially when you're somebody who claims you like privacy and all these things. That is not Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is not a chameleon. She's not one of them. She's someone who's very active in the social media space. She's one of the ones who was taught how to use it and then took it and ran with it. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad. I want to be very clear when I say this. I'm not mad at that. I think the barbs here, when you don't agree with the talking points and some of the jargon, all of a sudden you're diminishing the accolades. I've never diminished the accolades, okay? I said she was an icon. That is truthful. I said she was a trendsetter. That is truthful. The discography was chef's kiss, you know, and I'm talking about all the way up to Pink Friday too. You know, not everybody was feeling every album, but at least she gave us bodies of work. Excuse me, from her lens point. I can't get mad at that. Right? Successful tours, except for the one she canceled, which was the Queen tour. Again, kudos to her. What I can't get with is the theatrics and the antics, and then using and weaponizing God and the black community. I can't get behind that because what are you talking about? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the checkup, run the checkup, and run the checkup. Thank you, 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 Rainier. Hit the like or dislike haters, whatever floats your boat. Did I talk about happy Friday? I am going to read the comments today. I just want to go through this. When I see Nicki Minaj, I see somebody who has not mastered her emotions. I see somebody who actively crashes out on the internet when things are not going her way. You mean to tell me every time you get mad, you're going to hit live, you're going to hit record, and then you want us to play I Spy? I am not a detective. I'm not about to be looking for the clues. Tell us what is wrong. And then you say things that don't make sense. It's very contradictory, very hypocritical. And my thing will always be this. I loved Nicki Minaj when she first came out with Itty Bitty Piggy. I was one of the girls who had the barb chain, okay, Barbie, because I understood the assignment. I just felt like, wow, somebody who's around my age, young, fresh, hip, high, talking that whoop de whoop. You know, a lot of people wasn't thrilled about her name. I was. I was like, ooh, Nicki Minaj. You know why? Because I grew up on a Foxy Brown, a Lil Kim, and I seen the poses and I seen the sexiness, and I didn't care nothing about that. We was rocking the Nicki and she was fully clothed. That's when she was having the wild hair and she was avant-garde and she was wearing the couture and wearing the Asian designers and just out here like that. And then she said, I'm gonna strip it down some. And that's fine. That is fine. We rocked with you through it all. I'm one of the ones who stood beside you during the hate train. Yes. I was out here swinging and making on people because I was like, how dare you talk about her? Look at what she's been through, right? But you're never satisfied. You take. And the only time you don't take is when it's time for accountability. I can't get with somebody who says, oh, I can't be a part of an industry because it's demonic, da 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 da, but at the same time, you want to be a part of it. I heard what she said about the Grammys. If you didn't want to be a part of it, cool. Why do you need to let your fans know that? What is that? So your fans can be like, oh, she didn't want to be a part of the recording academy. Okay, that's you. Because you didn't have a Grammy? Sure. Why not? You talk about the dilution of hip hop, but you worked with every quote unquote non-rapper when it was convenient for you. You did 2 songs with Ice Spice. Two. 2 songs with Ice Spice, 1 song with Cardi, 1 song with Doja Cat, 1 song with Make the Stallion, 1 song with JT. All these hoes is the problem? No. If there's something wrong with hip hop and they're just watering it down, diluting and all this other stuff, how come you didn't do a song with Raspity? How come you didn't do a song with I don't know, what's that girl out of Philly? How come you didn't do a hippity hop song with her? How come you didn't do a song with Doechii? Since you're all about the lyrics and the bars and whoop de whoop and blah blah blah, like, okay, girl, if y'all want to play this game, I can't stand when people like to play this game. When it was beneficial to you, you was out here all in the video twerking, diddy bopping, getting your barbs. You mean to tell me 6ix9ine is a quintessential rapper? You wasn't out here with Tiara Whack going bar for bar, line for line. Like what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Come again? You was feeling it. You was feeling it. Like, so when the barbs get to talking, always remind them when she's talking about the state of hip hop and the culture, you were part of that. You worked with several artists who couldn't keep up, who are trash, and you loved it. And you loved it. Let's stop playing. You loved it. It is what it is. Let's get into these posts and delete. Because I think it finally did it on Instagram. All right, let's start with the first one. So this person named Kari said didn't sign her papers to get equity and title, lost out on millions, losing money, leans against her, had to tour for free and used the money as collateral against her debts. Blames Hove and accuses him of foul play and conspiracies against her since Roc Nation is a sub. I don't know what the sub is. So then she said, now you're going to be sued. LOL. This is so much. Please get the likes up. So much fun. By the way, y'all are trying so hard, posting lies in hopes I'll come and spell it out so your massa is prepared for what's to come. Ha, nope. Also, while you're on the topic, can you shed some light on Damori and Desiree Perez? How do these things align with what's going on with you, Nicki? How do they align? And for the proof, here we go. See, this is what happens when you want to be A-list, but don't want to act like an A-lister. Another one. Buying another mansion as we speak. It will be the third in 2 years. That's besides the property I bought for others for 15 years. Catch up ugly. If tomorrow I wake up and want maybe 20 to 30 million, all I have to do is hand in my album, Silly Weapon. Then I tour again and gross over 100. Do you realize this is Nicki Minaj? It's just projection from Bot Nation, it seems. Justice for Damori. Desiree Perez may need an evaluation if she did all that cuckoo to her daughter. Like watching her daughter have sex. I don't know, man. If that's true, send that hoe to the mental asylum and leave her ugly ass in there forever. This is what she posted. This is the queen of rap. Last time I checked, Desiree Perez is not a rapper, right? And I don't want to get on record and say that they don't owe her no money because I don't know if they owe her money. I want to be very clear in that. I don't know if Jay-Z, Rock Nation, Desiree Perez infringed with her getting her money or owes her money. But I do know this. She can easily take them to court. While she's actively online talking about suing creators and she's out here teaming up with incels, sexists, MAGAs, etc., like, girl, be effing for real. And I say that with the utmost disrespect because she literally pedestalized Ben Shapiro. I thought that was weak. I thought that was demented. I felt like she should get a mental check. I also feel like her teaming up with the Aiden Ross and his history, like, girl, are you dumb? Her sharing DJ Academics. Why? Because he's bashing somebody who you consider your op. Like, oh, is you cool? I also feel like you picking and choosing when you want to put people on never makes sense to me. I feel like Tasha K needs to stand on business when it comes to having a direct message with you, because at the end of the day, maybe that's who you'll listen to, because this is not cool. You've been ranting and raving for a week. And the only thing we can seem to figure out is it has something to do with your family, because you said it. You said that other families don't get dragged. But last time I checked, the Carters get dragged all the time, to include their children. The Carters get dragged all the time, to include their children. They was just dragged for their son. They was just dragged for their youngest daughter. People have been putting sicknesses and ailments on their children, publicizing that. They have been demeaning Blue Ivy since she's been born, simply because her parents is Jay-Z and Beyonce. Y'all can't convince me anything different. The anti-blackness that spews out a lot of people's mouths is just remarkable. Yet you will post those people as in liking their music who have bashed other people, or you'll partner with them. So miss me on the Sojourner Truth speeches, because you don't epitomize that, you don't uphold that, you don't pedestalize that. You know, when you talk of God, you talk of God as in some type of karmic, I'm going to be casting out spells and stuff like that. And you should start at your own door. You know, accountability is the first thing you should start with. I said before, I feel you are bitter. I feel you have envy and there's jealousy. But that is because you have not evolved in your growth. If you've evolved in your growth, then you would know that just means that's just motivation untreated, discipline untweaked. Yeah. Innovation not tapped into. Yeah. And then you talking about the spirituality of it all. You know, how are you a woman of God concerned with the spirituality? You shouldn't be concerned with any of that. You should be doing your fasting. You should be fasting, you know, until the Lord talks to you. Fasting until you get something going in your spirit. I don't know. Is that what the good books say? I'm not a pastor, I'm not a preacher, I'm not a deaconess. But you should be doing those things. You have the number to several gospel artists. Maybe you should ask them to pray for you and then listen to God's ever changing word. Maybe he sent in them whores and those talentless people to test you to see if you would stand on business. Because where does your morals lie? I'm tired of you acting as if someone told you to marry Kenneth Petty and then they did a gotcha. You married that man because you wanted to be with that man. He's a big dick demon, okay, at this point. He's a big dick demon because clearly you're under some type of spell. Clearly you're under some type of spell. We over here at Bay Squad, I showed y'all when she was on that rant for 40 days and 40 nights, when she said Meg the Stallion tried to her husband. I said, if that's what the problem is, and if your husband wasn't going, what is the issue? What is the issue? Because you demonizing this woman who is free in her sex when you're the epitome of sex. Your name is Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. not Nicki Angel. It's Nicki Minaj. You rap about sexuality. You talk that talk. You put on the things. You put on the lingeries. You put on the mesh. You put on the tape. You were out with your titties out and you had pasties. I'm not mad at it. You know, I'm here for it. I love when the girls show their body. That's why I don't have a problem with Make the Stallion. I love when the girls own their sexuality because demonizing your sexuality is a state of the patriarchy. We can't do that. You need to own your sex. I'm not telling you to have sex with everybody. I'm just telling you if you own it, some of you won't be so reserved. Maybe if you owned your sex, you wouldn't have been with the men you've been with. Again, stop conflating the issues. Desiree Perez and her daughter have nothing to do with you. Leave that family business alone because at the end of the day, they can always make up. And you think the daughter is going to choose you if they make up or if something happens to her mother? No. Stay out of family business. When you have family business, people stay out of it. Why are you making it seem like Jay-Z is untouched? Jay-Z has been dragged by conspiracy theories. He's been in the tabloids since the beginning of time. Like, how is you cool? Why do you lie like that? You lie. It's like so easy for you. And then it's like the Barbs are under some type of spell. Did they drink the purple Kool-Aid? Because at the end of the day, no, you lie a lot. And this is not the year for you to just be lying. If you feel some type of way, say what it is. Why are you mad? To the girlies who speak Barb, to the girlies who do the Blues Clues, and the Inspector Gadget, and the Monk, and the Law and Order, help us out. Because the rest of us is like, I'm not about to do this. There's other pressing things. We have other pressing things going on. Look at the State of the Union. There's children who died in Texas. And as somebody from New Orleans, and I saw how they didn't help us, Texas, good luck. Texas, good luck. I just saw Ted Cruz was in Europe enjoying his best life on summer break. Good luck. You know, as a New Orleans native, I can't be too empathetic or sympathetic when they put my people through the worst. I need you to have some of that vigor and that vitriol for Lil Wayne, who sold your masters with his masters and some of Drake's masters for $100 million. I need you to have some of that energy that you have talking to Kai Cenat and them, you know, teeny boppers who are telling you how to get money. So you can be a content creator while you actively are here talking about you want to sue somebody. Girl, be for real. You have become the very thing you said you would never be. You need to go to the water. You need to go to the water like ASAP. I've been saying that and you have not been doing it. And I don't know if you're not going to the water because you can't take that man with you, but you need to go to the water and you need to dip your whole body in it. And then you need to have somebody come through your house and start praying through your house. Because clearly, y'all need to open up some windows. Y'all need to open up some doors because there's no way you living in the light and you acting like this. I don't believe it. You need to submerge your body. And I'm not talking about in America more. You need to go home. You need to go home. You need to get tapped in. You need to get one with your roots. You need to be inspired again. Because right now you're not inspired. If it's so easy for you to just drop an album, then do that. Drop the album and be free. You have yet to sue Ken Barbie, and I'm going to continue to say that. Ken Barbie put your business out there. You was fighting with his homegirl, and he decided to be a messy gay man, and he put your business out there. And not only did he put your business out there, he dog walked you. And then somebody went and found the interrogation video of your husband. Your husband. Yours. You always talking about people don't do this, people don't do that. No, 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 no. You chose that man. Choices. You chose that man. Choices. You chose to speak on Jennifer Hugh. Choices. You could have just went on your with your life and been like, oh, I don't know what that is, or not talk about it. You chose to do that. You chose to fight with Cardi B. You didn't have to fight with her. You could have easily just ignored her and been like, please, you Bronx River rat. That's what my homegirl say. She's from Brooklyn. She said, they don't care about the pissy Bronx projects or something like that. I think I'm saying it wrong, but I will post the video to it tomorrow. It's crazy to me how people get mad at the choices they make. You can always rewrite your wrongs, right? You could do a lot. You can heal. I will never throw in her. And I was out here screaming freedom. I was. I was. I'm woman enough to say that. So I'm not going to do that. But we're talking about somebody she laid down with, procreated with, who lives in her home, who she took on tour. And in my opinion, she doesn't really care for him too much. We did a video. Until the girlies who always get mad and want to say, you don't say this about, stop, stop. Once y'all start using that as an argument, I can tell you're dense. I talk about everybody who gets on Beyonce's internet and act a fool. I didn't go in Nicki's backyard to get this information. I didn't dig in the trash. Just didn't. I wasn't peeking through her window. I'm not TMZ. I wasn't sitting outside her house. I wasn't with her when she was signing these contracts or not signing these contracts. I wasn't doing that. How do I know these things? Because she allowed us to know these things. Nicki Minaj went from being a top A-list rapper to now she is a celebrity blogger. That's what it looked like to me. She has become a celebrity blogger, content creator. What are you doing? You will be the demise of your legacy. All that hard work she put in, all that fighting and being on top and breaking the barriers, you will be the one, because you don't know how to just take a step back and say, let me just unplug for a little bit. Let me go do what I need to do. Because again, fighting online, is that going to get your money? Exactly. And why was she calling up Aiden Ross and Kai herself? She doesn't have a manager. Furthermore, being who she is, one would think that those platforms would be calling her up and offering her a deal. Exactly. Exactly. That told me all I needed to know. We can't keep pretending like this is normal behavior. I'm sorry. You already sued a blogger. That blogger is still talking. Nosy Ho is out here still talking, still doing whatever. Even though the Barbs harassed her, she had to get security. Shout out to Hef Hollywood. Good man. Provided her with the security because a lot of these Barbs are unhinged. Behind a celebrity that does not care about them. I keep telling y'all, I'm not saying y'all shouldn't stand for Nicki Minaj. Do that. But I ask you this. I'm gonna leave y'all with a question and then we're gonna get off here. This is why I leave up the chat so people can read the chat. Shout out to the international and domestic bays. If Nicki is such a good woman and she loves the Barbs, how come she didn't give any of these Barb channels an exclusive one-on-one interview? How come she hasn't done that? I said this about Cardi B. Now I'm saying it about Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj loves y'all so much. How come she has not come to YouTube and broke the internet with an exclusive interview? To all you Barb channels. I'm not saying you're entitled to one. I'm just asking. She's the queen of rap. She's amazing. She does all these things. How come she has not given the exclusive content to one of you bloggers on YouTube? You see what I said? I'm not talking about no TikTok. I'm not talking about no station head. And I for damn sure ain't talking about no Twitter. I'm talking about YouTube. Here, the Mecca, the alma mater, where new media meets old media. How come she has not sat down and did an interview with y'all? She will go do an interview with Joe Budden. That's not innovative. She'll go do an interview with Ebro. That's not innovative. How come she has not sat down with said Barb channels? That is a question. Every time one of these Barb channels want to get nasty and call out Coffee City, Jovi Beauty, myself, and the rest of us who Naughty Love, ask them, how come Nicki Minaj has not sat down with you to give you the exclusive? Question mark. Y'all don't think that would break the internet? I'm just saying, as a businesswoman, as a creator herself, how come she has not given y'all the exclusive? Wendy Williams is in my top 5. She said, I'm not friends with no celebrity. Because if you come across my desk, I'm talking about it. I'm not friends with Nicki Minaj. I've never ate at her house. She's never ate at my house. We don't talk on the phone. We don't conversate. We don't text. We're not friends off or on social media. We're not associates. We don't have business dealings. My loyalty lies with me. She's not even loyal to herself. And y'all want me to be loyal to somebody who won't even tell the truth. Won't even tell us what she's mad at. What she's mad about. When she was going around promoting Pink Friday 2, did she sit down with any one of you to give you the exclusive? Or did she go to the set, the same industry people who was demeaning her, disparaging her, destroying her, displacing her? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I just had to make sure I put that. Did she do that? Did she give y'all the exclusive? And that's fine. Y'all don't have to agree with it. The so what is prevalent to the no. You see the so what? Yeah, I know. So what? Okay. Oh, Charles. But y'all, I hope y'all are having a beautiful Friday. Stand in the light, get you some sun, Use your sunscreen. Enjoy the fresh air. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, Bay Squad. You deserve it. Times are hard. You don't have to be bogged down with the bullshit, okay? Everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. It's up to you. No one is coming to save you. No one. I need us to start thinking like victors instead of victims. No one is coming to save you. So, knowing that, you have to save yourself. Some of y'all give up so easy. To me, that's sweet, but that could be my trauma response because I've always felt like if I don't do it, I have nobody to rely on. I have my parents, but I don't need to rely on my parents. My parents did their job. And even if they didn't do their job, I need to go out here and find the resources so that way I'm not spilling my BS on other people. Listen, I like to crash out like the next person. I used to be a crash out queen. Every now and again, I crash out. But I think about it. Is this going to stop my money? Is this going to interfere with the bag? Because I always think about the girls who are getting the bag. I think about what my mentors say. Is that aligned with the bag? It's not. Sometimes you just have to be let people think they have the upper hand and then swing. I forget the guy's name. He was on RuPaul's Drag Race, and the guy was like, oh my God, they're attacking me. And they said, swing back. Swing back. Learn to fight back. And this is why Nicki keeps going through this repetitive cycle, this karmic spiritual warfare, because she refuses to swing back. She wants to be accepted by people who do not want to accept her. The moment they showed you who they were, you should have been out of there. But the problem is, she loved it. She loved it and she benefited. How much y'all want to bet? How much y'all want to bet? She loved it and she benefited from it. Because there's no way people who taking my money, treating me like crap could ever feel like they have the upper hand. What in the world? But y'all, those are just my thoughts. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Put a 2 in the chat if you disagree. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Put a 2 in the chat if you disagree. And on that note, make sure y'all are registered to vote. Make sure y'all are out here doing your work. Okay? In the words of AT2, y'all will not be dumb over here. I'm tired of y'all getting tricked out your puss and your bus. If someone is inviting you to their home, in the wee hours of the night, if the pale moon is out bright, they want your goodies. They do not want to mentor you in their hotel room. They do not want to mentor you in their bedroom. That is not mentorship. That is, I have to say that because these lawsuits I keep seeing are out of hand. And on that note, bye.